In this video, I will teach you 3 unique lessons based on science of manifestation that help me go from not having money for a local bus ride to buying a brand new BMW. And I will show you how you can use these same lessons to manifest your dream car or anything else that you deeply desire. Let me be clear that this isn't about showing off or chasing material things for validation. It is about learning how to align your mind, energy, and actions to create the life you truly deserve, whether that's a car, a career, a relationship, or simply a higher version of yourself. And I also want you to know that, as always, this is not another feel-good motivational video. This is for those who are tired of surface-level content. This is for serious learners, knowledge seekers, people who are open to a different kind of education. One that schools and colleges never gave us, but the real world demands every day, every single day. If that's you, then stay till the end, because I will be giving you a complete system that not only works, but transforms how you manifest, how you think, and how you move through life. Let's begin. Lesson 1. 3 crucial lessons. Lesson 1 is, don't hate what you have. I know that might sound strange when you are struggling, when the gap between what you want and what you have feels like an insult. But you must understand that when you hate something, it creates resistance. And this resistance locks you in the vibration of scarcity, frustration, and need. And manifestation doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to what you are vibrating. Back then, I hated everything I had. I hated traveling in Bangalore's BTS buses. I hated my rusty hand-me-down scooter, a Bajaj Chetak. And I hated the feeling of being left out. I remember one moment very clearly. I was sitting on a friend's bike outside a shopping complex, just waiting, not riding it, just sitting. He came over, looked me in the eye and said, "Get off, it is mine. If you like it, ask your father to buy you one, if he can." That sentence hit me harder than most failures in my life, because it wasn't about the bike. It was about being told, "You don't belong." That moment triggered something inside of me. I didn't say a word, but I made a decision. One day, I will drive something that no one can ever ask me to get off. But I didn't realize at the time, desire alone doesn't work when it is rooted in resistance. And I was resisting what I had. I wanted a bike, but I couldn't manifest one for years because I was still vibrating with lack. Later, when I started learning the knowledge that I now teach, I understood something that changed everything. When I want what I already have, when I embrace it with gratitude, I unlock the flow for what I truly desire. You may want to rewind and listen to this again. It's a life-shifting philosophy. That shift began when I owned a beaten-down Maruti 800 that looked like Saul Goodman's car from Better Call Saul. I stopped complaining and started being grateful for it. I stuck a picture of a Fortuner SUV on the sun visor. Every time the car struggled or stalled, I would look at that picture and smile, not out of delusion, but out of alignment. You see, gratitude and vision must coexist. Gratitude for what you have and the vision that you hold for what you desire. They must coexist. That's how you dissolve resistance. It is like saying, I'm grateful for this also, and I know I will get that also. Right? Now let's look at lesson number 2. Lesson number 2 is decide exactly what you want. Decide exactly what you want. You see, most people stay stuck because they are vague. They say things like, I want more money or a better life. But your subconscious doesn't respond to blurry signals. I used to be that person. I would say, I want a better car. But the day I said, I want a Fortuner, something changed. Then later, I evolved that vision. I said, I want a luxury SUV. Finally, I got crystal clear. I want a BMW. That level of specificity created structural tension in my brain. What does that mean? You see, the clearer my vision became, the more uncomfortable it felt to stay where I was. Structural tension simply means your mind notices a gap between your current reality and your desired reality, and it naturally starts working to close that gap. It is not a negative pressure, by the way. It is not frustration or resistance. It is a healthy inner pull, a silent force, if you may. A silent force that moves you forward without forcing you. When you align gratitude with this kind of focused energy, your subconscious mind begins to open new doors you couldn't see before. It starts working to close the gap. Like hunger drives you to eat, clarity drives action. But specificity alone wasn't enough. And that's where I almost got it wrong. The BMW moment nearly didn't happen because of one core mistake. Now, what's a mistake? I was clinging to the same environment that created my limitations. I will explain how I fixed it in the third lesson, the lesson that rewired everything. And before we go to the third lesson, if you haven't watched my video on how I manifested my dream luxury apartment, make sure you watch it. It gives you more steps to manifest your desires. And also, I am offering free access for a limited time to my course called the H.A.T.S Method, a unique framework that helps you turn negative emotions into personal power. If guilt, anger, fear, or rejection have been holding you back, this is your tool for emotional alchemy. The link is in the description. Now let's understand lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 is change your environment. Change your environment. You see, when I finally decided to get the BMW, my business was actually falling apart. My income had gone down. And yes, the irony was savage. I was teaching manifestation, but I wasn't living it in that moment. Now, why wasn't I living it in that moment? You see, because my body was still living in the old vibration. The people around me, the places I was in, the habits that I had, they were reinforcing my past identity. That's when I made a shift. I booked myself on the Rajdhani Express, a train from Bangalore to Nagpur for a seminar. I could have taken a flight, but I chose the train. I needed time to think, to disconnect from my phone, to connect with my mind. On that journey, I pulled out a journal and I wrote everything down. What I wanted, why I wanted it, what my life would feel like when it happened. I closed my eyes and saw myself behind the wheel. I felt the seat. I heard the engine. I smiled like it was already mine. That wasn't fantasy. That was emotional anchoring. Manifestation is always linked to neuroscience. Please remember that. When you link your positive emotions to your desire, your reticular activating system, RAS, begins filtering reality based on your emotionally charged desires. You start noticing ideas, people, and opportunities that match your new desires and identity. But if your environment stays the same, your energy stays trapped. That's the one mistake most people make. They try to create a new life in the same old environment. That train journey changed everything because the moment I shifted my surroundings, my brain got permission to build a new blueprint. And today, the BMW sits in my parking lot. And more importantly, I sit inside it as a different man. It is not about the car. It is about identity. I no longer operate from frustration. I operate from clarity, gratitude, and alignment. And yes, the world does treat you differently. People who once ignored you now smile. But I didn't do it for them. I did it because I love to drive, because I love to grow, because I refused to settle for the story circumstances tried to assign me. I strongly recommend that you watch my video, Why Must You Meditate Every Day on Your Desires? It's a video that will surely give you seeds of wisdom. The link is in the description. And if you are ready to rewrite your story, I encourage you to take this next step. Enroll in FoundationX, my most in-depth home study course for knowledge seekers and action takers. It is not just another course, it is a meta course. FoundationX gives you the skills to make the most of any course, any strategy, any opportunity you have ever learned. It includes 27 core modules and a 73-page A4-sized workbook covering subconscious programming, identity design, focus, emotional mastery, cognitive performance, and internal wiring. No matter what you have studied so far, be it sales, business, personal growth, FoundationX is the system that helps you finally apply what you have already learned and turn knowledge into power. If this video resonated with you, hit like, share it with someone who needs this message, and comment below. What's the one thing you are manifesting right now? Let's create a space where declarations turn into momentum. This is Dr. M.D. Ahmed, a certified hypnotherapist, and I will leave you with this. The world may not see your potential right now, but when you shift your frequency and realign your identity, they will see a version of you they never expected, but always needed to. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take charge.